is Randall Reed Smith, and I can tell you every day it continues to be an honor and a privilege that I get to serve as Governor Jim Justice's curator for the West Virginia Department of Arts, Culture, and History. As many of you may recall, back in 2018, they were reorganizing the Department of Education and the Arts, and it was the governor that was insistent that we have a Department of the Arts. So he, with the legislators, created the West Virginia Department of Arts, Culture, and History, and they increased our arts budget, historic preservation budget, and our education budget by 20%. So this is a great week, Governor, because we celebrate this week our first anniversary as the West Virginia Department of Arts, Culture, and History. In this year alone, we saved $2.6 million in the arts area without cutting one single dollar for a grant or one program. And we do wonderful things to promote the arts. So, Governor, I want to tell you, from Jefferson County to Wayne County, from Hancock County down to Mercer County, and every crook and cranny in between, we, the arts, say thank you to you and our beautiful First Lady for always being there for us. And what better way to celebrate the arts with a remembrance piece in honor of our governor from Blenko glass. So, Governor, everybody, please welcome the great governor of the state of West Virginia.
You know, this is a superstar. I mean, that's all there is to it. I'm sitting down with kind of like, y'all forgive me. But Randall's done a phenomenal job in every way. I could never be any more proud than just to say this. And we've got history, you know, state history winners or something, you know, here.
Kids, come up here
From
real quick.
Morgantown, is that
Come
right?
up here, say hello to Governor. Come on. Don't
Oh,
be
there's
shy.
a trophy. My gracious sakes. Look,
It's a traveling
No,
trophy.
come up here, come up here, come.
Ben, Adeline,
Good to see you.
Paige,
Good to see you.
Caitlin.
Good to see you. Great to see you. Great, hold it now, get the trophy, we'll get our picture made together.
Angel, this is their coach, Angel Conley. And here's their principal, Sandra Brown and Mike Rogers. They all came down from Morgantown today.
Thank y'all so much. It's History Bowl winner, right?
Right, they're the state
Okay.
champions.
The champions, woo, good stuff.
And not only did they win in 2019, they were champions in 2016.
Y'all just want to do,
Congratulations.
y'all want to do excellent stuff. Very good. Listen, let me, all right, y'all good, go. Sit. I got to brag on you a second, okay? I was able to see a little bit of the competition. You know.
You saw them play. And here's the thing you need to know about them. The match you saw, they didn't win. They
No, I know.
They had to win twice. They
I mean,
came out the
double
consolation.
elimination.
They won twice. And that
You
is
guys
tough.
were with a team from maybe Petersburg or Peterstown. And they had a girl there who was really tough. I mean, she was a real deal. And everything. But why did y'all just botch it up when I was there? I mean,
Say nerves, right? Tell me, say
well,
nerves.
way to go, way to go. That's phenomenal. I mean, I don't know how many of y'all have seen them in competition, but they are astounding, good gracious. They're unbelievable. So congratulations. It's really great. And congratulations to all y'all, all the great work you do with these students. Way to go. Way to go. Kathy, you just want to stand over there?
I'm just listening. I already talked to them.
Well, I know you're gonna do something with me and Father's Day and all that kind of stuff. And Father's Day is not very far away, and I would tell you that whether it be Mother's Day or Father's Day, the tough part about this whole thing is just this: is, you know, there's a lot of kids out there that are really missing a father, you know, or they were maybe really missing a mother. And And so I tell you to remember them and keep them in your prayers. And as we move forward in West Virginia, we're trying to just make things better and better for everyone. And, you know, I think about a lot of times McDowell County where, you know, it's something like only 47% of the students there that are in the schools have a biological parent with them, you know, and so it's just amazing, you know, how blessed we are to be able to celebrate Father's Day. And and the Blenko people are just, they're unbelievable. I mean, that's just all there's to it. You know, I don't know where you are. Where are you?
Andrew?
The Blenko artist.
Yeah.
Please come forward.
You guys come through. Let me brag on y'all just a minute, okay? And how you doing? Great to see you. How you doing again? Good to see you. Good to see you. Y'all just stand here. I'm gonna sit and talk. Okay. All of us. It's almost like all of us throughout all the world are touched by these people. You know, the incredible work that they do at Milton and throughout. I mean, it's just amazing what they do. The gift that they give to us as West Virginia to be proud of them and everything and all the great stuff is just amazing. And the talent that they have, it's just, and not only do we have them here and all the goodness that they bring and employment and the taxes and all the benefits and everything, but they bring an art. They bring us to them. You know, you are an art. They are an art. And let me just say the last thing. There was both parties that were probably pretty fired up because when I first walked in the door, you know, you had this situation in West Virginia. You had, for all practical purposes, we were bankrupt. And we had to cut things. The logical thing to cut, one of the logical things to cut right off the get-go was, well, we don't need the arts. We can do without that and everything, and that's, I don't know, $6 million or $3 million or whatever it was and everything. At that time, we were looking for $3. We weren't looking for $6 million or whatever. We were looking for anything. And so you had a bunch of people on both sides of the aisle that says, absolutely, let's get rid of that. And I really and truly, now you had people that were in support, but I really and truly thought that was a terrible move. And the reason I think it's a terrible move is just one thing alone. You know, when you lose your identity, who you are, you know, you're nobody. You're nobody. We need to be so proud of our arts, so proud, in every way of who we are in West Virginia. We need to expand that in every way. We do. That's all there is to it, because that is us. That is who we are. And absolutely, as we promote and do great stuff with this great man right back here and all the different things within West Virginia, it just makes us more attractive to others upon others. You're a big part of that. You are an absolute giant part of that. And so I can't thank you enough. I'm anxious to see what it is. Are you going to show me at some point in time, Kathy?
Do we have a drum roll? Okay. If you all will explain, you know, how the process that goes into making this as well, you know. Okay, close your eyes. Close your eyes.
I got my eyes closed.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Yay, it's a beautiful piece.
Oh, that is gracious sakes.
Monogram, the state, your signature on the bottom.
Oh, that's really good. Isn't that pretty? That is really good. You guys are just,
I know, you're right.
you guys are just fancy. That's all there is to it. No, that's
And
really
it feels
great.
good to hold.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a sturdy,
good.
a sturdy tankard.
Beautiful.
This would be good for me with hot chocolate.
Absolutely.
Because I didn't get this way by not eating. No, that's wonderful. Again, thank you so much.
Andrew, you want to talk about the piece at all?
Yeah, please, come up, please. You get to talk now. All right. Don't drop it.
Well, it just so happens that cobalt is like a traditional American glass, you know. We were inspired by early
Go right
tankers.
here. I'm gonna sit down beside
Sure.
you. Okay.
We were inspired actually while visiting Mount Vernon. It was George Washington's homestead. And just thinking of like how we could take traditional things and into modernity and functionality. And this is kind of a blend of the two. So we have this classic shape, but this functional handle with thumb tab, you know. It's a blend of the old and the new. So that's what we like doing. That's what we like doing in glass. So, and the colors just so happen to be West Virginia colors, so that kind of works out really well. Yeah, I like it. So, but we're happy to make it, and the guys did a great job of making it. It's really nice to watch them do this age-old practice, because this was just sand not long ago, you know, but perfectly formulated and skillfully executed, almost like a dance watching them, you know. It's been a pleasure. Yeah, absolutely.
That's right.
And you've been here in West Virginia for 2 years.
Not even. About 18 months maybe. October will be 2 years, but honestly, yeah, being at Blenko is an honor, you know, because we've done glass all over the country and other parts of the world, but we've always looked at Milton and Blenko glass, and honestly, the cultural heritage and the history of glass in West Virginia is astounding. And really, it's funny, when we first came down here, I was shown an apartment by George Fenton's grandson. Just so happens, you know. It's really interesting how many stories are like, you know, are intertwined, I guess, around glass and the glass industry of the past 100 years. So it's just a really cool place to be and a place to make art. Because there's not many places in the country with, you know, ponds of molten glass, just with possibilities, you know. So it's really neat.
That's really
Yeah, so that's what brought us here.
Thank you.
So, one more thing I want to tell you all, because of what the governor and the legislators did, the National Endowment for the Arts and their funding board, the National Council of the Arts, came to West Virginia last year. And it was the first time they had a meeting outside of Washington, D.C. in 27 years. And they came here because they say to us that our governor is a rock star for the arts. And we cannot thank you enough for what you do for the arts and for our history and our culture. And I love how you talk about heritage tourism and cultural tourism all the time. So we did this to say thank you, Governor. And I want everybody else to say thank you, Governor.
Yay.
This mug's for you.
There you go. Cheers, cheers, cheers.
No, it's great. Thank
So
y'all
they'll
again
be
so
on
much.
sale at the Culture Center.
Yeah, they start on sale at 1 o'clock at the Culture Center, and we only sell them at the wholesale cost. We don't want to make money off of.
And y'all need to have them all bought by 1:15.
Well, they'll go
1:30.
fast. They'll go fast.
Yeah,
So,
thank you.
thank you all so much for coming. And again, Governor, First Lady, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.